Hello guys, Garcia here. Welcome back to Resident Evil. Alright guys, so we're back. So in the last episode we got all of the ammo discs to save Chris. So now we need to go until the end of the map here in the laboratory. That final square right in the south there. So we can activate the elevator. So let's go. So I think this should be enough to deal with the first version of the Tyrants, but we'll see. So I'm pretty sure in the last episode we defeated all the creatures on this side here, the flying creatures. I hope so. Not the flying, they kind of like basically hold on to the ceiling, right? I don't know how to explain it. Alright. So we're going to have a lot of rocket launcher bazooka shots for the Tyrant. I don't remember where I need to click from. Here? Grenade system. Quite big. Somewhere here. Like the thing that I need to fix for the elevator. Maybe it's here? Power connection switch. The elevator power is off. Will you connect it? Yes. So the power for the elevator is activated as the power supply and the circuits have been connected. Very good. Oh, I thought there was something on this panel here. Nope. Okay, so now we can use the elevator. Alright, come on, Joe. So we need to not forget about Chris. Because as I said, if you forget about him, he just stays behind. That's it, you know. So he doesn't show up at the ending. I'm going to take one extra healing item just in case. I have so many at this point. Might as well, right? Let's save too. Why not? Yes. Here. Still not going to be the 50 from the other one. That's good enough. Alright. So we're pretty close now. So now the plot is going to be revealed. Will you push it? Yes.
Jill!
Oh, Barry.
Jill! You're here too!
Yes, you're here too?
Look,
Oh, the dialogue.
I lost my way.
Let's get going.
Let's go. It's brutal. It really is.
Wesker,
You did a fine job, Barry.
just as I thought.
I think you should stay away from Barry, Jill. I hear that his wife and 2 daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
Villain monologue?
So cruel.
Well, you don't have to worry about anything, because you'll be free from this world very soon, Jill.
Why do you have to destroy stars?
That's Umbrella's intention. This laboratory has been engaging in dangerous experiments, and recently an accident has occurred. Anyway, this disaster cannot be made public.
That's why having stars nosing about is so inconvenient. So you're a slave of Umbrella now, along with these virus monsters.
I think you misunderstand me, Jill. To me, the monsters you mention mean nothing. I'm going to burn all of them together with this entire laboratory. I must complete my mission as ordered by Umbrella. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry!
Barry's such a fool. He'll be under the control of Umbrella forever.
How come both Umbrella and you can intimidate him by taking his family as hostages?
Umbrella? Well, I intimidated him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used him for my personal purposes, though both you and Barry seem to think I was following orders from Umbrella.
So you're planning something else?
If you succeeded in developing the world's most powerful biological weapon, what would you do? What if you were in charge?
You must stop this now.
You're a brave girl. But if I were you, I wouldn't give up such a big discovery. You guys are idiots. No one understands its real value.
So, you're going to steal all the research?
Better yet, I'm going to show you the Tyrant.
Oh! Barry!
Sorry, Jill.
Who's your family?
I was listening to what you and Wesker were talking about. I wish I realized it earlier. I thought it must have something to do with Umbrella, you know. So it's all been masterminded by him.
But it's good that you know that now. Anyway, let's get out of this house first.
Jill,
Yes, what?
do you have any idea what Wesker was going to show you at the back of this place?
Well, he was talking about the world's most powerful biological weapon, called Tyrant or something, I think.
Do you think we could see Tyrant now?
Barry, you're so optimistic.
It would look bad for S.T.A.R.S if we let such a dangerous creature run loose.
Maybe you're right. Let's go then.
Somehow I don't trust these guys.
Can a creature like this really be the ultimate biological weapon?
Really? Wesker is a crazy man.
Tyrant is not completely developed.
But we can't let it live. That must be the computer for monitoring this creature.
Genius. Just press something. Isn't that a great idea, guys? What could go wrong?
Damn you!
Now we should run.
You can't control what it does.
Go. So get some distance. Get a shot in. Oh, there's something there. Here. Oh, that's not gonna help me now. Oh. Back. Alright, let's combine here before I forget. The last thing that I want here is to shoot blanks. Whoop. How are we here? Still fine? Run. Whoop. Alright, that was enough. Barry?
Barry? Barry? You're alive!
I'm really embarrassed. I was clumsy.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Let's get going.
Cool. I don't think I need to get anything from the laboratory here.
What happened to Wesker?
The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers and guards should take cover
Wesker
immediately.
must have set it off.
Unlock
There's not
all
much
rooms
time
for
left for us.
evacuation.
Alright, let's see if we can go get Chris.
The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers and
So now it's the final chance that we have to use our box here. So let's see. Let's get everything that we could need here. So first of all of these are pointless. I don't need this. I don't need the shells. And I don't need this. I just need a bazooka now. Where is it? I'm gonna get a green herb just to heal myself here. Bazooka. Explosive rounds. I have 6 flame rounds. Another spray. I don't think I'm gonna need that. Where's the other ones? I don't have any more acid rounds, I guess. So yeah, let's just go with the fire ones. Well, I'm not finding them here. Flame rounds. Okay, I only need that. Let's just heal here. And maybe the flame rounds are better against the Tyrant, I'm not sure. Alright, so let's go get Chris before we leave. Sorry, here. Okay. So yeah, good old Wesker with the entire villain monologue there. Now the funniest part about that monologue is that's how Resident Evil will forever operate. It will never like be different than that. Oh, I forgot. I need to combine this. Ah, whatever. There you go. Okay. I just need to go to the elevator. Come on, come on. Oh yeah, there's another box here, sure. Alright, let me get another healing item here just in case. Mixed, okay. As you can see, I have a ton of them. Like a crazy amount.
Hurry!
Wait. I forgot about Chris, my god. Just like going and I forgot that I need to enter the door there. I'm so glad I remembered here. Because once you get in there, it's over. Alright, there you go. I have all the passes. Chris?
Oh, Jill!
Oh, Chris! So you're okay?
Yeah, you too! What happened to Wesker?
Let's talk about it later. Let's get out of here.
Alright, there you go. Follow me? Will you? There you go. Why?
Let's go!
Yeah, the limitations of the time force you to like walk around by yourself and let the guy go ahead. It is what it is. Let's go. Whatever. I have tons of bullets still.
Let's go!
Wish I could save here, but I can't.
Hurry!
Alright guys, let's go. I don't know if there's zombies here. Red. Can I use the radio here? Okay. Oh yeah, the battery. Oh, I need this space for that. I'm glad I had some. I didn't remember this at all. But, yeah.
There is 3 minutes until explosion.
Oh no! You must be kidding! After you've come all the way here!
Ladies first! Go first, Jill! chance to play nice at
Okay, now I leave it up to you. See you here at the
All
helm.
researchers and guards should take
Come on, Jill.
cover
Wasting time. Very serious and squarey. Or triangular, I guess. So yeah, I need to use this. Flare. Go, run. Here. Come on, my god, this is taking forever. There he is. Shoot. Alright, hopefully the flame ones will do better than this. We'll see. Perspective.
It's coming! Jill! Kill that monster! You're our Amazon, Jill!
Alright. Oh, jeez. Special rocket launcher, I guess? There you go. Down goes the Tyrant. My god. Dust. Where are the guys? Hopefully I did everything correctly here. So today the S.T.A.R.S survived for more like 30 games. The funniest part is that he was in the prison the whole time. So he's like dirty and stuff, like he worked a lot, but he only ran away in the beginning, right? But obviously you can play with him too. So, oh yeah, Rebecca Chambers. We can get some help from Becky Chambers if we play with Chris, right? So the idea for Resident Evil, if you look at the cover art for Resident Evil from back in the day, the classic one, as far as I remember, there's only Chris in the cover. So he was supposed to be like the big hero, like the main character. But Jill's stuck way more in the memories of the players. I don't know why, maybe because of the voice acting, because she's a lady. Because of the actual S.T.A.R.S uniform, which is pretty cool. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but she ended up becoming way more synonymous with the franchise than Chris. Chris came back later for like other games and stuff. But at the end of the day, Jill became like the more iconic character. So she's back on. She's going to be back on the channel pretty soon on the third game. Good old Wesker. It would be silly if like the Tyrant was able to kill Barry with one hit, but it can like hit you with several ones and you don't die as Jill. It would be weird. There you go, man. 452, that's not great. Number of saves, also not great. But hey, that's what I needed. So we've got the special key. Oh, I see. That will probably give me like some sort of like special item and stuff. Let me save on top of this one. That's cool. Okay, so let me just just park the screen here. All right, guys. So Resident Evil, my God. So I have a few like franchises that are like vital for me. So I'm playing one right now, Diablo. Civilization is my favorite franchise of all time. It will always be. So I like 4 games of that franchise. But the other one would be Final Fantasy, I guess. I like 6, 7 games of that franchise. But outside of those 2, the other one would be Resident Evil. So Resident Evil is a funny one because I haven't played any of the new stuff because I don't have a PC good enough to play them. So I haven't played like the remake of the remake of the 2, the 3rd, and the 2, the 2nd, and so on and so on. So I haven't played the newer ones, but I have seen playthroughs all of them. But the level of quality of the Resident Evil franchise is insane. The mainline franchise. Now we have a ton of like secondary games, online games, like all sorts of games for all sorts of platforms and PC and stuff. But the mainline games, with probably the exception of 6, which is like almost universally disliked, all the other ones, including 5, are really well liked. So the initial trilogy, Veronica X, if you want to count that one as like a mainline game, which because it has Claire and it was for the PlayStation, I kind of consider it. But by that logic, like Dead Aim should be 2, right? So it doesn't make any sense. And the 4th one, which is obviously like probably the greatest Capcom game of all time. And probably the greatest Resident Evil of all time too. Odds are. So this franchise and the Silent Hill franchise carry the torch of the survival horror. But one thing that people always say about Resident Evil, and I think is very like a very incorrect notion, is that the first games had so much horror, and like from the 4th onward, the action took center stage and so on and so on. But seeing the ending and seeing like how the characters behave and the dialogue and all that stuff, at the end of the day, Resident Evil will always be like a goofy action/horror franchise. Always with jokes, always with Easter eggs and so on and so on. So even when they do like a almost like a 100% horror game, like Resident Evil 7, Village has some aspects of that too, and that will always have those aspects attached to it, including like 9, which is coming. The trailer looks very like horror-like, very closer to like Silent Hill than Resident Evil, really. But at the end of the day, the heart of the franchise is the mix of like goofiness, horror, and action. So it's not like you're walking around like in Fatal Frame, for example, which I consider like a fantastic survival horror game. You're not like walking around like a schoolgirl with like only a camera to defend herself from a bunch of spirits. That's not what you're doing in Resident Evil. You are always walking around like super trained like soldiers. So in some games, in some parts of those games, that's not the case. Like on the 2nd one, you play with like Sherry, right? And in different games, you can play like sections of the games with like different characters that are not like S.T.A.R.S members or like super trained agents and stuff. But for the most part, you always play with those people that can actually use weapons and survive. You know what I mean? So it is survival horror for sure, but it's not like one that you can point to and say like that's like the idea of survival horror is like fully realized here. I don't think that's correct, because like Fatal Frame and Silent Hill do it better in terms of like even like Clock Tower, the one for the PS2 that I have on the channel here too, also do it better. That idea of like the survival horror, purely survival horror. So Resident Evil has that aspect of the survival horror, but also it has a lot of action, has a lot of strategy because you have to deal with the inventory, what you can take, what you cannot take, what enemies to actually fight, what enemies to actually like escape from, and so on. So yeah, it's kind of a different vibe. I think Resident Evil exists on its own. It's like it's a separated like entity. You cannot categorize any Resident Evil with like in only one genre, and that's actually a great positive, not a negative. So that means that people that enjoy different things can like attach themselves to Resident Evil somehow, even if it's not like exactly what they want, you know. But at the end of the day, Resident Evil, the first one that we played here, holds up extremely well. Nowadays, if you search on YouTube, you see mostly people playing the remake, which I completely understand. But this game here is not like completely outdated at all. It's not like impossible to play. It's not like too archaic or something like that. It's just the janky controls that like the franchise started with. But at the end of the day, if you get used to them, they still work pretty well and you can still play the game no problem. So yeah, true classic. Opened like one of the greatest gaming franchises of all time. My second or third favorite franchise of all time. And I'm glad I played it here for the channel. I'm glad that GOG also like brought these games to the PC with like graphical improvements and things of that nature. All right, guys, so this was the end of the first part of our Resident Evil journey here. So on the next one, we are going to play Resident Evil 2. So in this version, you can also play with Chris, right? But I don't think there's like a lot of changes between Chris and Jill. I think Jill is like, people say that Jill is like the easy mode and Chris is like the hard mode. So like for Chris, I don't know if the enemies hit harder, if he has like less saves, if he has to use the ink ribbons that we didn't have to use in our first playthrough and so on. I don't know exactly how it works, the mechanics of it, but it doesn't change a whole lot. And even if you get like a special weapon or something, I don't have any interest in like a new game plus of these types of games. So we are gonna go straight for 2. So thank you very much. If you watched even a second of this playthrough, I thank you very much. And we'll be continuing our Resident Evil journey with Resident Evil 2 in the next episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.